Welcome to Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, the podcast where three Chicago guys light up a fine cigar and get into everything from sports and current events to hobbies, life's little moments, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the cigars, the conversation, or just some good laughs, we got you covered. So grab your favorite smoke, settle in, and join us for laid-back chats with a Chicago twist. Now it's time to put some smoke in the air.
Good evening. Welcome back to another episode of the Chi-Town Cigar Podcast. I'm Mike, coming to you live from the Aganorsa Studios in Central Illinois. I am back from my travels to the East Coast. Marty, welcome. How you doing, buddy?
Mike, good to see you. You had a lot of traveling.
Oh, way too much. As I mentioned pre-show with Marty, 14 hours yesterday of driving. 14 hours and 4 cigars, and I finally made it home. It was Labor Day traffic is no joke. And the lack of people's ability to drive is even less appreciated. I mean, it's just,
quality of driving has gone down for sure.
There are people that should not have their license anymore. I tell you, it's unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. So, but the wedding was great, just fantastic. It's hilarious because I'm like, wait a minute here. I started the show, and there we go. My lights were too high. We're there. He had a welcome party on Friday. That's when all the cigars were brought out because the venue made it perfectly clear to us there was no smoking cigars anywhere on the property.
Oh,
okay. So he had a welcome party at his house on Friday. So we broke out the cigars. And I was a little shocked. Not too many people grabbed them. I'm like, okay. My son grabbed an anniversary, the 25th. He grabbed one of those. And I said, well, you got to smoke it with me. And he goes, and he's hosting, so of course. But about midway through the night, I see this couple smoking. And she goes, did you bring these? And I'm like, yeah. Wow, this is really, and she's smoking it. She goes, wow, this is really a great cigar. So then for the next hour, we talked Aganorsa and all things Aganorsa. But that was neat to see that. Then I was talking to another couple, and she made some comment, and I said, well, where are you from? She goes, we're from Joliet. I'm like, what? So then we're talking, and then she turns around and tells me basically her dad is a huge cigar smoker. She goes, he's won, I didn't know Cigar Bid gave away awards for people who bid and win the most on their website, but he's won a couple times.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, neither did I. So so it was good. It was very enjoyable. A lot of people enjoyed the cigars. Not a surprise. Not too many people grabbed the new Cubas Superiors, which is okay. The Arcenios went like hotcakes, and the anniversary, the 25th, they're gone. So
great. Well, we tried to get our show canceled while you were gone.
We will get to that, but I guess say hello to a few people. Texas Rebel, hey, welcome. This week, your cigars will be going in the mail. I promise you, this week they will be going in the mail.
You still haven't shipped them? Oh,
dude, last week I couldn't, and the week before was just a haze of trying to get ready to get out of town. So, the good things come to those who wait. Let's just say that way. So,
I'm just gonna throw a little sweetener in there.
Yeah, Teddy is. We've kicked Teddy out. He didn't do so well last week with keeping the show on its track. So now Teddy is back to working his crazy schedule. So he's out.
He might join later, he said.
He might join later. Eric is wondering where Tatawahi Teddy is.
Teddy the Greek.
Teddy the Greek, as we like to call him. Oh.
We didn't kick him out.
No. Don't worry. I will get it to you, my brother. Believe me. I am not a person that has a show on Wednesday nights that never gets his cigars out. Believe me. So,
what's everybody smoking tonight?
I am smoking the EP Carrillo pledge. So, what are you smoking?
I am smoking the Aging Room Cuatro Nicaragua Concerto.
Yes, awesome, good, awesome smoke. I don't know any of our crowd. Teddy's on is on the idea with that. Yeah, well, Eric, that's always possible. So he told us last week that he had to what was
Relaxing.
relaxing. That last week he was relaxing, and then all of a sudden he popped up on the air. But,
You don't relax with your sister. That's not.
yeah,
Not
unless you're in West Virginia. Yes, we should talk about last week's show because as I was telling you pregame, the wife and I were in the hot tub. I tried to jump on, and the Wi-Fi was just not good. It's not good in the mountains, but we laughed our asses off, and I thank God nobody was around. They probably would have wondered what the hell are those two doing. So, yeah, we laughed and we laughed, and she definitely had some good things to say about the show, which is always nice. David Case smoking the Liga Privada Anniversario 10. Welcome, David.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it is. Yes, Eric, he's always glamping. And TX is burning the Crux Epicure Habano. That's a nice smoke. That's really a nice smoke.
So, yeah, we had a good time last week. I was like crying. I was laughing so hard at points there. So
yeah, your buddy Art is just amazing. He's quick-witted.
Yeah.
Yes, he really is. He really is. So, and of course, thank you to our audience because there was quite a bit of participation from the audience.
Yeah.
Mr. Salty is in here. I was going to thank him for some of his off-color jokes. I'm glad to see he didn't make it back. I think he might have gotten banned from YouTube.
Really?
I don't know. I didn't see him the last couple of I didn't see him at the last couple of podcasts I normally see him on. So
maybe he's on vacation.
Could be. So Crux is definitely a great stick. I think it's underrated, David. I think it sort of floats under, and a lot of people don't recognize just how good it is. And so I think you can pick them up relatively cheap, and it's definitely a great smoke.
I like the Crux. I like the Maduro. Their Maduro.
Yes,
it's pretty good.
Yep. What are you drinking tonight, Marty? You drinking anything special?
No, not really. Just a seltzer, something or other.
Nice.
I had in the garage fridge.
I'm struggling already. So I dropped my cigar. I tell you, cigars in this garage are not just the way to go. Being in Tennessee, we were in Tennessee for 4 days, and I spent way too much money on liquor. Way too much money on liquor.
Did you bring some back?
I did bring a lot back. Quite a bit of moonshine.
Moonshine.
Oh yeah, a lot of moonshine. A couple bottles of Tennessee whiskey. Yeah, it was. At one point, the fun size one was like, "Can we slow down on the whiskey purchases?" And the worst thing was, so that was in Tennessee. Then we went to South Carolina, and I picked up a couple bottles for my son's party. So they were at one point doing shots of Patron. And that was on Thursday night. So Friday, I said, okay, we're gonna get the good stuff. So I went and got some tequila ocho, the reposado, and let him try that. He's like, oh, I said, okay, now you see the difference. He's like, yes, I do. I said, okay, good. So yeah, so.
At our wedding, there was somebody, my daughter's wedding a week ago or whatever it was. There were a lot of people from out of state, and they brought Malort, and somebody actually drank it more than once. But by the end of the night, he was packed up. People were drawing on him.
Nice. That's funny you bring that up, because it came up Friday night at the pool party or at the welcome party. And people are like, what is with this Malort? I'm like, you just hear the word Malort, and you're like, okay, I've got to figure out what's going on. And so Malort carries its reputation all the way to South Carolina. And I did talk about the Chi-Town cruise initiation into the crew is you have to do a shot of Malort, and it was always it's always interesting. It's always interesting. So, but yeah, so we're back, episode 41 today. So we are moving right along. We've got quite a few things set up for the next couple of weeks. So I would highly recommend that if you can join us, you join us. We've got a blind tasting coming up. That'll be fun. We've got a couple special guests coming up. So that'll be great. So stay tuned. Keep your eye on stuff. We'll try to post up. And also, if you haven't joined our, what is that? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and talk about that one.
I don't know anything about it. So
It's in Ohio. That's an Ohio cigar, I think. That's Teddy.
Tried.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. But I gotta tell you something else that came up too. If you're not a member, if you haven't checked out our website, check out our website, ChitownCigarPodcast.com. If you haven't hit the subscribe button on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It's the way that we're gonna be able to keep this train running, even though we've had weeks like last week and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe button over there on Facebook and hit it over there on YouTube. We would appreciate it. So my son has a friend, his best friend that he knew from 6th grade, actually 5th grade up through college. They both are through high school. They both went to the armed services. He went to the Marines. My son obviously went to the Navy. But his dad was there. And there's some opportunities for cigars in a conversation we had. They know somebody that does a pop-up bar and cigar event once a month. So they could actually be watching the podcast. They were watching. They actually texted me on the way home and said, "What's the name of your podcast? We want to watch something on the way home from South Carolina." So they were watching some of our old podcasts, and then I gave them our information and said, "Yeah, call us. We'd love to be a part of something like that and highlight this event." But yeah, so
these are the people from Joliet.
No, these are the people. These are another group. This is a group of people from Tinley Park. So I've hit the entire state. So yeah, we've known them for quite a long time. So it'll be nice to see if we can hook up there. A lot of opportunities. I almost want to think if I can figure out a way to write off this week because I did so much talking about cigars, which Teddy's not here, which is good. I'm going to throw this out to our audience.
She's listening, I think, though.
I know. I'm going to throw this out to our audience. I'm going to throw it out to you because being a cigar guy, when you travel, you might not need cigars, but if there's a cigar shop, you go in, right?
Yeah.
So we were out in Gatlinburg, and we're walking through, I don't want to call it a mall. It was just a bunch of shops. Stumbled across a place in there, and I can't think of the name offhand. Those guys told them about our podcast. They were going to hopefully join in. They actually asked, they go, "Do you do anything besides cigars? Do you talk about pipes?" I said, "I do smoke a pipe. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but that could come up one day." So they were good. Asked them a couple questions. He asked me a couple questions, and they knew their shtick. Went to another one, and it is a cigar. So it's called, I don't want to call them out. It's called something Cigars and Vape. Okay. Cigars is the first word. First word, cigars. So I walk in, ask them, and this was advertised, "Do you have the Oz family line of cigars here?" The person looks at me like I've grown another head on my shoulders. "What? I've never heard of those." "Well, according to the website, you guys carry them." "No, we don't carry those." Okay, so I walk into the humidor because I figure I'm going to investigate myself. Look around, and I can't see anything. So she walks, "Can I help you?" Sure. Hey, do you have any Aganorsa cigars? Aganorsa? And he said, Aganorsa Leaf. We have the Leaf by Oscar. That's a darn good cigar. They go, Aganorsa, JFR, New Cuba. No, we don't carry any of those. Okay, fine. So I walk out. The next day, we're out. Another cigar, same company, just a different location. Walk in, ask the same question. The guy goes, I've never heard of Aganorsa. So, of course, me having a connection, I reach out to Terrence and said, what the heck's going on? How can you, Pigeon Forge? Cigar shops all over the place. So he goes, give me the names of the company. I'm going to look them up. He goes, if I have to, I'll send the rep out there. So I said, okay. About 20 minutes later, he comes back to me and goes, well, there must have been apathetic because we carry both of those locations carry the JFR. I said, well, they weren't apathetic, but they were definitely pathetic. So I guess
not knowledgeable about what they even have in their own humidor.
Well, and that's my question, audience, Marty, Teddy, if you're listening. What's your expectation on going in? So it's not a lounge. It's a cigar, name, cigar, and vapes. What's your expectation?
Anytime they have vapes in them, I don't have a high expectation. That because if they have, cigars and vape, I'm sure the vape is the bigger portion of their income.
Yeah, it's the first word is cigars. The first word is cigars. It's not vapes and cigars. It's cigars and vape shop.
Yeah, I don't think that matters. First word, second word. It probably sounds better than vapes and cigars.
I guess. I just was disappointed. I was just disappointed. I thought, I don't know, I'm like, this is just not, I understand it, but it hurts our business. It hurts our industry because at the same point, you're not even selling me anything then. So okay, I'm leaving. And I walked out.
Isn't that why TPE is a big show? Because they, those are where all those people go.
Yeah. TX Rebel, you're right. There was obviously all of that paraphernalia there. You're 100% right. But, David, zero expectations. But, I think at some point, somebody's got to take a step back and go, okay, then let's just get rid of cigars. Why have them if you don't know what you're selling? And the Oz family, I told you guys, and I mentioned it last week on the podcast, Oz family announced a Tennessee-based cigar company announced they were releasing the Cigar Game cigar specifically for the volunteers. So again, you should at least know, yes, we carry them. We don't have that cigar in stock, but we definitely carry Oz, so it's, I don't know, it's disappointing, So
did you find any good cigar shops?
The one with the pipes, the cigars and pipes guys were really good.
Okay.
They were really good. They didn't have what I was looking for. And so, not that I'm telling you that the leash was a little bit tighter around my neck with purchasing, but she was like, you don't need anything else. So, but we did go to a place, we bought some liquor, and the guy had a cigar humidor. Probably three of the best guys I've ever seen running a liquor store in my life, because all three of them were very hospitable and friendly, and just, I probably could have spent a couple $100 in there if I would have just not bought one bottle. But I said, oh, you have a humidor? And the fun size one's like, no, absolutely not. And he's like, well, you could always use some more, which then she chimes in, he doesn't need any more. At which point I said, okay, you got to stop because you're going to get me in trouble. And he said, then his partner said to the fun size one, hey, do you want to come over here and look at something? And she knew exactly what was going on. He's like, no, we're buying this bottle and we're getting out of here. So, but we walked out and I said, that's 3 guys that know how to run a liquor store. And it was amazing this past week going to some different restaurants and just some of the service was just so phenomenal. And then some of it was just pure garbage. So TX says, when I go to Baytown, all they have are head shops. They travel 30 plus miles to go to a real. Yeah. It's I know that feeling. Believe me, TX. I know what it means to travel 30 plus miles to go somewhere.
Yeah, usually places like that they don't even have a humidor. They've got like one cabinet, one 2x2 cabinet.
Yeah. With
a few boxes of cigars.
Yeah, a couple convenience stores out by me have that. So it's like going, it is what it is. But
you brought enough with you, I'm sure, to tide you over.
I had 3 full boxes. So I had the 3 boxes of Aganorsa, and then I had my Travelador packed. And Pigeon Forge wasn't an issue. We got to our other. I've given up on hotels. Airbnbs and VRBO is the only way I will go from now on. Both of them were phenomenal. The second one in South Carolina was fantastic. And we checked in, and there's a note, no smoking on property. Oh, what? And they have this beautiful wraparound porch, covered, nice fans out there, nice place to sit. So we checked in on Thursday and went over to my son's house. And so we're leaving. And the fun size one says, do you want me just to message her and see if you can smoke on the deck? I said, yeah. I said, just ask her. I said, worst comes to worst, she says, no, it's fine. So she messaged her and she said, an occasional cigar on the deck is allowed. So I figured 1 cigar a day in the morning is acceptable, which was fantastic. It was, yes. So,
on the occasion of the sun rising.
Exactly. That's exactly my thought, but I should have said, I wonder if I can send a picture to us to see, so you can see how my mornings were in Pigeon Forge. Let me see if I can get one of those up quick. But yeah, so it was a great time. But your show last week was off the hook. I gotta say it was a great show, and I enjoyed listening to it. You guys were able to carry on without me, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, I was a little lost on some of the production stuff, but I figured it out. Did you ever get the Cigar Game cigar or not?
No, that was my main thing there. And I'm actually in the process of emailing and calling several cigar shops in Tennessee to see if they will ship it.
You would want to look in what's the name of the town with the university?
Knoxville.
Yeah, yes. It's Knoxville.
But I have a list. I have a full list of every cigar shop that carries the Oz family, all in Tennessee. So I'm figuring as I go through, I emailed 2, they did not respond. So of course, it's typical.
Look what I got.
Uh-oh. Look at it. There we go. The Warhead 601.
I just got this today.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is the Warhead 601. This is the re-up. You take
is it?
Take the cover off. It's got the scary face on it. Yeah, this is the original one that they remade. Pack of 10 cigars. Just got it in the mail today.
TX, she nubbed it. I watched. She nubbed it. So kudos to her. Although I will say they were so drunk the next day at the wedding, or Sunday at the wedding, they didn't remember me or my wife. So that was always fun, So what was the damage on that, if I can ask?
I forget. It was 20% off because
okay.
Labor Day thing. And
nice. Nice.
I think it's like 150 minus 20% or
Oh,
something.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So here's my mornings.
Nice.
Yeah. That was every morning it was like that. It was just it was fantastic. The weather, I actually, the first morning I sat out there, Monday morning I sat out there in shorts and a t-shirt. I froze. I came in the house at one point and thought I could turn the heat on. Tuesday I go out there and I've got a hoodie on and pants and I still was freezing because we're up in the mountains.
Yeah.
So it was like, holy cow. So yeah. And then it's funny because then we get to South Carolina and I go out there that first morning to have a cigar and I'm in a shorts and t-shirt and sweating. So the difference, but yeah. So all right, so we've caught up on I think everything we've talked about. I guess we can talk about our mission, right?
Oh yeah. What is our mission?
Hold on, let me find out for you. Let me see. We have it's been a week and I'm already off the rails here.
Oh, we got it.
Here we go. Hey, so our mission is, and I was thinking about this as I was relaxing on vacation, is cigars and music. And some of us, I know there's a couple people, really will spend more time listening to music and smoking cigars than they will watching TV or I don't want to say watching sports. I don't think anybody listens to music over sports, but I guess there's a few out there that's possible. So I was just curious. Excuse me. I was just curious as to what people enjoy listening to when they're smoking cigars. I mean, there are obviously playlists you can put together. Dojo has their cigar barbecue every spring, and there's a playlist that people contribute music to. But I just was curious as to what everybody likes to listen to, genre, music, bands, whatever. I guess
What do you like to listen to?
it depends on my mood. I think that most of the time I do like listening to jazz because I don't have to sort of listen to the words. I can just sort of enjoy the music and enjoy the cigar. If I'm doing a cigar review, it's definitely jazz because I don't want to get anything else in my head besides what I'm reviewing. But yeah, and I mean, if I'm just enjoying it, if I'm just having a cigar to to have it, if I'm sitting out on the deck, I'm probably going to turn off a lot of people, but probably country. I mean, I grew up on country music, so I love country music, and I think it sort of fits some good Chris Stapleton or Eric Church or somebody like that, and just sort of But yeah, what about you?
I actually don't listen to music that often when I'm smoking cigars. It's kind of rare. It'll be, if I do, it'll be when I'm scanning through YouTube and like something comes up on YouTube that catches my eye, some old song or something. But in general, the kind of music I like Pearl Jam, and I used to like the Eagles.
Okay.
Until I saw their documentary.
I haven't seen it.
The 4-hour documentary, which is a really good documentary. But when the Don Henley and who's the other guy that was the head of the Eagles? Don Henley and Glenn Fry.
Glenn Fry.
Yeah, Don and Glenn. They were kind of a-holes.
Really?
Oh yeah, and they were kind of proud they were like pretty open about, what they, how they treated the other people in the band. And after that, every time I hear an Eagles song, that's all I can think about. I mean, some of this, I still like the music, but it kind of turned me off to the Eagles.
Do you know who's doing a lot of their music now?
The Eagles music?
Yeah. Is it one of their lead singers? Is Vince Gill.
Oh yeah, Vince Gill.
Yeah. And I guess I haven't researched this, and somebody else can chime in.
I've seen him live with Vince Gill.
Yeah. Supposedly he was supposed to be one of the original. He was asked early on to join them and turned them down. So
they were pretty good. I mean, with Glenn Fry and Don Henley, and I never saw him with like Randy Meisner, and I think I can't remember if Don Felder was back with him when I see him. I saw him once before Glenn Fry died, and they were really good. And then I've seen him twice after Glenn Fry died, and they're not as good anymore.
Nice. TX Rebels jumping in with classic rock, metal, old country, a little punk, and blues. Okay, so when you say old country, because David says Texas country, Red Dirt Music, Wiley Hubbard. Okay, so old country. Tell me your definition of old country, because
like Willie Nelson or Merle Haggard or something like that, right? That's what
I'm curious, because
Patsy Cline, maybe.
I'm a child of the 80s. I was, and I'm proud to say this because I'll share why I'm so proud to say, I was a huge Alabama fan. Alabama was my band. And it was funny because I was telling my wife about this when we were driving up to Texas this past week. And I was going through some stuff. And I said, Mark Herdman, their drummer, left the band 21 years ago, was basically kicked out. Well, this past week, Alabama was doing a show, and the last song came on, and they changed drummers. And so they played Mountain Music, which is one of my all-time favorite. Okay, that's good. I'm right there with you, TX. That's perfect. But Mountain Music came on, and there's this huge drum solo. So they play this whole song. The drummer does a drum solo, and they call him out, and it was Mark. They brought Mark back. So they've welcomed him back into the fold. It was a tear-jerking moment for me, but yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, it's JX. I'll throw this out at you. I threw this question out at the Fun Size one this week when we were driving to Tennessee. Do you know who the opening act was for Johnny Cash for a number of years? Don't Google it.
The opening act?
The opening act that played before Cash came out. Who was it?
Don't
be Googling it, TX. Teddy wanted to chime in. He hasn't popped in yet, but Teddy likes house music with a saxophone, if I'm saying that correct. Am I saying that correct, Marty?
Yeah. He said house with saxophone, which I'm assuming is house music with saxophone-based house music.
Yes.
I've never heard that kind of music before, so I don't know. And he also said Greek music, which
he did say Greek music.
I don't know what that sounds like either.
Google, TX, you have no idea. I will throw this out there. Google the song "We Played for Cash." I wish we could play it. I'm sure we'll get nailed by YouTube or something like that. But if the song was "We Played for Cash," and it will tell you who opened for him, and he'll tell everybody else if he can't find it. I'm not Greek music. What is Greek music? That's just is that I don't even know what Greek music is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I wish he was here. And if Art was here, I'm afraid to even hear what Art's comments would be. So yeah, that's Teddy's choice. Blues, rock, classic rock is always good.
Yeah, classic rock. bluesy rock.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm
So-
trying to Google that, and I'm not seeing who
It's
you're talking.
let's see here.
Statler Brothers.
Yeah, it's the Statler Brothers. Yeah. As crazy as that sounds, it's a great song. I love that song. But yeah, the Statler Brothers opened up for Johnny Cash for quite a few years, and then their fame picked up, and so they moved on. But yeah, so and I guess in the same line, let's see what do we got here. 35 minutes. Okay, we're good. Unless you want to play the commercials quick, and then we can jump into the next segment of this.
What's the next segment?
The Chicago music.
Chicago artists or
Chicago music, Chicago artists. Yeah.
Songs about Chicago.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You're producing tonight.
All right, let's do some commercials quick, and then we'll jump right back into this. I can find the commercials. I'm brand new at this game.
Step into luxury at Ultimate Cigar Lounge, where passion meets perfection. Discover a world of premium cigars, hand-selected from the finest tobacco regions. From bold beginners to seasoned aficionados, our curated collection delights every palate. Grab a cigar from our amazing selection, pair it with freshly brewed coffee or fine spirits, and sit back and relax in an atmosphere of elegance and warmth. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, your haven for unforgettable moments. Visit us today and ignite your senses. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, located in Villa Park, Illinois. Open daily. Looking for the ultimate eyewear experience in Chicagoland? Discover Eyewear Fix, your premier eyewear store for over 28 years. From sunglasses to sports glasses to safety gear, we've got it all at every price point. Bring your prescription, and we'll handle the rest. Our appointment-only office offers a private, concierge-style experience tailored to your busy schedule. Call or text Chris at 630-853-4167 to book your visit and see why Eyewear Fix surpasses expectations. Eyewear Fix, where style meets precision. Get your fix today.
Hey. We gotta update that. I think we gotta update that Ultimate Cigar Lounge.
Yeah. Do we have better pictures?
I don't know. I think we know somebody there. Yeah.
What does that mean? Does that mean I hate AI? Is that what he's trying to say?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. David, explain. Explain. Yeah. So, do I get echoing here all of a sudden now? My microphone is all jacked up today. I got to do some more work on that. So yeah, one of the other things that we were talking about, or that I was thinking about, is the Chicago connection, and it's amazing. When I started doing some research on this last week, and then today, do not type into the computer Chicago-based songs or songs on Chicago, because we go way the heck back. I mean, there's just a ton of them. I have all their autographs. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
The Statler Brothers, amazing group of guys. Whoever named their kid Jimmy Fortune was a genius. So, but yeah, so I was kicking around the idea and wondering about songs about Chicago, and that meant in Chicago. And there's obviously there's some ones that everybody knows. Sweet Home Chicago, obviously, probably one of the most well-known Chicago songs.
Yeah.
What about We're All Crazy in Chicago? Do you remember that one?
No.
Lou Rawls sang about it. And he said it was about his Chicago roots. So We're All Crazy in Chicago, which, yeah, it's we could be crazy living in Chicago, but so Chicago Bound by Jimmy Rogers, a blues classic about heading to the city. That's probably.
What about My Kind of Town by Frank Sinatra?
My Kind of Town, Chicago. Yep, that's definitely up there.
Classic.
Yep.
Where the night Chicago died.
Well, there. That's definitely a great song. Paper Lace, 1974, awesome song. Definitely one of my favorites. My all-time favorite Chicago song is Lakeshore Drive. Eluata Haynes Jeremiah, 1971. You remember that song?
The piano-y song, yeah.
Heading south on Lakeshore Drive.
Yep.
They threw a little bit of LSD in there, and I think people back in '71 were like, "What are you talking about here?" You know, so that was.
Yeah, they said they were on LSD.
They were on LSD. Yes,
right?
yes, yep. So, Bad Leroy Brown,
There you go.
Jim Croce, 1973.
Go
So,
Cubs,
yeah,
go.
go Cubs, go! Yeah, yeah,
Steve Goodman.
yeah. Did you know that Kanye West had a song called "Homecoming," in which he compares Chicago to his first love? I don't even know who his first love was. He's had so many of them.
I saw it in the list, but I didn't know the song.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
There's a lot of songs that like mention Chicago, but
Yep.
they like I wouldn't call it a Chicago song.
No. In the Ghetto by Elvis Presley, 1969.
Yeah.
That's I didn't realize that, and the Fun Size one pulled that out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, he does say on a cold Chicago morn. So and it's a great song. That is just a phenomenal song. Only the Beginning by Chicago. I don't. I listened to that. I wasn't really sure that was.
I mean, the Chicago, the band named Chicago, you would think they would sing a lot of Chicago songs, but there's only like one song that they really.
Oh, Take Me Back to Chicago was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kanye also has South Side, a hip hop love letter to the Chicago South Side.
Yeah.
What's his connection to Chicago?
I think he wasn't born here, but he moved here really young.
Oh, okay. Right, he moved away.
He got rich and moved to LA and got rich.
Yeah. How about the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy?
Boogie Woogie Boy of Company B?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be all based around the Chicago guy.
I wouldn't have guessed that I mean, it's not like I listened to that song a lot, but
No.
heard it.
Yeah. So
there was one more. Oops, I went through my list.
Frank has another one too. So we have My Kind of Town.
Yeah.
And then you have Chicago, that toddling town.
Yeah.
So Frank's
My Kind of Town is the better of the two.
What's that?
My Kind of Town is the better of the two.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dancing in the Street mentions Chicago.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, I think they start out with, but they mention like almost every city in the United States. And
yeah. I think Brad Paisley has one like that too. Do you remember Wilco? You remember the band Wilco?
Yeah.
They had a song called Via Chicago. That's an alternative track according to the internet. I'm like, it's one of those songs I don't think I want to look up.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I remember Wilco. I can't think what they were famous for. They had some famous song, or I think they were like a one-hit wonder.
How about Lido Shuffle?
Lido Shuffle, yeah, darn good song.
That's one of my favorite songs, actually.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I love it.
Yes. It's just got that pickup. It's just got that little like, oh, okay. That's how I am with Lakeshore Drive. I hear Lakeshore Drive, and I just want to start jamming to that one. I don't know why, but it's just like crank that one up.
Put the windows down.
I do remember one time when I was working in the city.
Yeah.
I actually played that song on purpose because it was on Lakeshore Drive. I'm like, I don't even know if it was on an iPod at the time or whatever, but I found that song. I cranked up the radio and played it as I was driving on Lakeshore Drive. I'm like, all right, you idiot. So
that was probably before they like fixed Lakeshore Drive.
Oh.
It used to be really a lot worse to drive on.
Oh yeah, ton worse to drive on. Ton worse. And the S curve, that little S curve was a death trap.
Right.
So
And then when they had the big snowstorm and everyone was stuck on Lakeshore Drive, their cars had to abandon their cars on Lakeshore Drive.
I remember that. That was the snowstorm. Oh God, what was that? The snowstorm, was it? What are we in? It was like in the early 20s, right? Early 2000s?
Yeah, I think so. It wasn't the time when Jane Byrne got
No.
in
Oh my
trouble for
gosh.
not plowing the streets.
I remember that. Lost an election over that. Lost an election over that. So it's like, geez, how the heck, you know? And it literally it was. She wasn't worried about it. Oh, it'll be okay. We'll take care of it all. And
Gotta
they never
plow the
did.
streets.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, holy cow! I don't know how you pass that up, or how you don't figure, okay, you know, I'm gonna jump all over it. And I think now mayors are like, you know, a good snowstorm comes in and they're gonna be going crazy on that kind of stuff. So yeah.
I have a list of the 25 most famous musicians from Chicago.
Oh, please do share.
So you've already talked about Kanye.
Yep.
Chance the Rapper.
Yep.
Muddy Waters.
Yep.
Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
She was on not Star Search or one of those shows like that.
She was on. Jennifer Hudson was America's Got Talent, I thought.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Common. You know, Common?
Oh, I do. I don't know him. I know the name.
He tries to be an actor, but like all his characters, like he's not very expressive in his voice. So
Really?
I always make fun of him. He's in that show Silo that I like. Yeah, he's not my favorite actor. Herbie Hancock.
Okay.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Wow.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Huh.
Chicago. Curtis Mayfield. Shaka Khan.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, of course.
Mahalia Jackson. Mahalia.
Okay.
I don't know how to say that. Mahalia, maybe.
Mahalia, possibly. Yeah.
Mahalia Jackson. Sam Cooke. Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Buddy Guy, of course.
Of course.
Have you ever been down to see Buddy Guy's into his bar there, Buddy Guy Legend?
It's on Wabash, and it's right behind the Chicago Hilton Towers, which I used to work at one point. So yes, I'd been there numerous times. I'd actually seen numerous lines outside there.
Yeah.
So yes.
I've only seen him once, and I saw him in Louisville.
Okay.
At the Bourbon and Beyond Festival.
Mm.
Nat King Cole.
Really? I did not know that.
Frankie Knuckles. Do you know him?
No.
He sounds like a mobster.
He does.
He's the godfather of house music.
Well, make sure Teddy knows that.
Let's see who else. R. Kelly.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Infamous.
Mm-hmm.
Howlin' Wolf. He's a blues titan. Wilco, you talked about.
Yep.
Peter Cetera is from Chicago.
Yes, I knew that. You're missing one. I can't believe you're missing one.
Well, I got some to go here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Donnie Hathaway. I don't know him.
Don't know him at all.
Chief Keef. Drill music pioneer. What is drill music?
I don't know.
No idea.
You keep going. I will find out what drill music is. Go ahead.
Lupe Fiasco. He's a lyrical rapper. And Eddie Vedder.
Really?
Yeah, he was born in Chicago.
Drill music, also known as drill rap or simply drill, is a subgenre of hip-hop music that originated in Chicago in the early 2010s. So there you go. Is that it? Are you done?
That's the list that I got out of AI. Tell me, who am I missing?
Sticks. Sticks is all Chicago. Aren't all four guys from Chicago? Because I had a school teacher whose one of her sons was in the band.
Who were they? The one of the Panazzo kids?
Yes, exactly what. Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
They went off the rails when they tried to do Mr. Roboto, rock opera. Yeah. They eventually kicked him out of the band because they didn't align. Like the two rock guys in the band were like really good.
Yeah.
Who is it? If Tracy was watching, she could tell me.
Yeah.
She hasn't piped in yet. Who were the true rocking guys in Sticks?
I think they still play quite a few little venues and events.
Yeah, they're still playing.
Yeah.
That's my list.
It's a good list.
I also researched the history of music in Chicago.
Chicago's got a great footprint in music. Kingston Mines. Have you ever been to Kingston Mines?
No.
Oh, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it some good blues and jazz, and they had the dueling piano bar down there. It just, Seasons. Are we considered the seasoned citizens?
Well seasoned.
I was just saying, David's being nice. Instead of calling us old, he's calling us seasoned. But yeah, no, Chicago has a great just footprint in music. Chicago Fest. There you go, David. You find out. You try to remember Chicago Fest. Those were, my gosh. That was probably one of the best festivals that was going back in the time. That was long before Lollapalooza and all that other stuff. But
yeah,
that got too big where they canceled it because it was just they couldn't control it. And that's when Navy Pier was old and run down.
Lollapalooza is pretty big.
Yeah, I saw the crowds for that this year. I'm like, no, thank you. I went to Chicago Fest, back to my old country days, and there's the first concert I ever saw in my life. It was John Denver playing. That tells you about Chicago Fest.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
You're old, Mike.
I know.
Seasoned citizen.
Seasoned, yes, I'm the seasoned citizen. There we go.
You missed Oasis was in town this weekend.
I heard. We didn't get any visits. We didn't. We had some friends in town that. I guess I was lucky enough to be out of town, but I guess they didn't let anybody. We knew they were coming to town. They didn't tell anybody or try to get together with anybody from Chicago while they were in town.
They had family to visit.
Yes, that's always a good excuse. Although I guess I have no room to talk, and you brought this up. We did hit 10 a couple minutes ago, just so everybody knows. We did hit 10. I will publicly apologize. I know Chief's probably not listening, but we can cut this clip and send it over to him. It was just I had all intention of hooking up with Chief from Chief Talks. We had coordinated everything, and
hopefully better than you said that word.
Yes, yeah. And it was supposed to be Thursday afternoon, around noon. We were going to meet up. And I get a call or a text from my son that basically says, I need your help. I need you to get here as quick as you can because we've got a ton of stuff to do for the Thursday night event. And so we sort of packed up a lot faster and threw everything in the car and made our way. So we were actually passing through his area at about 10 o'clock in the morning. And there was just no way to work it out. So I did tell him, I apologized. I said, I'm sorry. It's just it just doesn't work out. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe we can make it so that we'll swing by there on Monday on the way home. Well, that was definitely not going to happen. So I apologize, Chief. I didn't mean to stand you up. David turned 55 today. Happy birthday, David.
Yeah, happy birthday. That's awesome. I saw David's name pop up like this week. He just subscribed this week.
Oh, welcome. Welcome. Oh yeah. It's hopefully we'll see. Like I talked about it as much. I'm gonna get some cards made up on our QR code so that people can just scan it and automatically go to our page, our YouTube page, and subscribe.
Yeah, when you're traveling around all these vape shops, you can hand them out.
Yes. What's this stuff? Get out of here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It is absolutely nuts out. Should we do today in what do we call it? Chicago history?
Yeah. We have a new intro for that.
Oh, we do. Why don't you play that and I'll pull up the information.
Okay. You're making me work.
I'm sorry.
All right, ready?
Ready, set, go.
Go.
We are getting high tech. We should be getting paid for this.
I want to know what the guys in the bands were doing. They're like holding like little clarinets, but they're moving their hands up and down like they're playing guitar. I don't know what's going on there.
I just at work today I had to do a security training.
Rare footage.
I had to do security training today on deep fakeness is what they're calling it now. Deep fakeness and how to spot fake AI. And it was pretty unique because it started out. We'll get to Chicago today in Chicago history in a second, but it started out with Christopher Walken, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they just it's very expensive getting Christopher Walken, and all of a sudden they started peeling pieces away, and next thing you know, it's not even close to him. It's an African American guy they used his image and sort of did some changes. And
did he sound like Christopher Walken?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I thought he looked weird. Long chin and stuff like that, which is all the indications of a fake AI. But yeah, so it was pretty interesting.
Getting harder to tell.
It is. It's definitely getting harder to tell. Okay, so today's Chicago history. Not a lot in the general Chicago history. Where did I have it at? Oh, let's see if I can go back and find it. There we go. September 2nd, 1963, the century of Negro progress. Holy good God, let me start it over again. Fix my teeth. September 2nd, 1963, the century of Negro progress exhibition concludes at Chicago's McCormick Place. There's a mouthful. So the exhibitions showcase African American achievements across music, law, labor, sports, and more. Notably, it displayed the first draft of the Emancipation Proclamation under armed guard, featured a theatrical piece by Duke Ellington titled My People, and was attended by Martin Luther King Jr. So, very cool. What else? The labor legacy in Chicago continues with the Pullman Parade. It wasn't a historic event, but on September 2nd, it's worth noting that Labor Day parades in Chicago have deep roots. First held in the 1880s with tens of thousands of workers marching. The tradition waned, but what was received in various forms, culminating today in Chicago's Labor Day Parade and Eddie Fest, held in the Pullman District. You got something. What did you have? You got something crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if this is true because I just asked AI, but they said in 1919, the Communist Party of America was organized in Chicago, was formally established during a convention.
And it's still here to this day.
Crazy. The event drew national attention and contributed to the city's reputation as a center for radical politics.
We're going to be canceled on that one. September 2nd, 1972, Chicago Cubs pitcher Milt Pappas, flirted with perfection at Wrigley Field against the San Diego Padres, just 1 out shy of a perfect game. A borderline umpire decision allowed a walk, breaking the perfect game, but the no-hitter was preserved. See, why do Cub fans always blame the umpires? It's always. It's never anybody else's fault. It's the umpire's fault.
I'm waiting for robot umpires, at least for balls and strikes.
Weren't they trying that out in spring training?
They tried it out in the All-Star game where you could at least challenge calls that you thought were off.
Huh. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. White Sox milestone. That's the only thing for the Cubs. Oh, I guess we got some other things. We got some other things in the Cubs. Hold on, we'll get back to them.
1965, Ernie Banks hit his 400th career home run.
1955.
Well, it says 65, but it could be 55.
I got 55. Yes, he hit his four. He became the first shortstop ever to reach that goal. That's awesome.
He also he hit 500, I think, before he quit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. The White Sox, 1918 in a doubleheader season finale at Detroit. Buck Weaver collected 8 hits and 10 at bats, going 5 for 5 in the first game and 3 for 5 in the second. Wow. 1937, Comiskey Park, Bose Berger and Mike Krevich opened the game with back-to-back leadoff home runs, the first occurrence in both White Sox and American League history. The Sox won 4-2. Chet Lemon, 1981. Oh, good Chet. Hit a 2-run blast that marked the 5,000th home run in White Sox franchise history. Tying the game before eventually falling in extra innings, of course. 1991, Roberto Hernandez, just months after undergoing vascular surgery, threw 6 no-hit innings and completed 7 innings of a 1-hit, 1-run ball game. Nice. Bo Jackson was in that game. Good old Bo first started at the White Sox DH after a hip injury, concluded with a sacrifice fly. 1985, in a Cubs-White Sox matchup, Tim Raines, an AL League record of 40 consecutive stolen bases snapped when he was thrown out, though the White Sox won 10-2. So,
we're heading into the last month of the season.
Yeah.
How are the White Sox doing?
We're not talking about that. And I'm not. I say this in all seriousness. Are the Cubs still struggling?
They've been playing like they just did a road trip where they were 5-4, and they beat the Brewers 3 out of 5 recently too. So they're not as good as they were in the spring, but still a month to go. I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't think they'll do much in the playoffs.
Yeah, nice.
Never know.
Never know. You know.
But the Bears start on Monday, so
yes. Is it Monday they start?
Monday Night Football.
Oh.
Yeah, they're playing the Vikings on Monday Night Football.
Oh, that'll be interesting. We should reach out to the How About That Cigar guys and throw a challenge out there. What should we challenge them if the Bears win? If the Bears win, they should have to advertise their show.
They have to try Malort.
There, good. There we go.
They'd make us like eat lutefisk or something.
Officially, we'll do this break. Guys from How About That Cigar podcast, we challenge you this Monday night. If the Bears beat the Vikings, each one of you has to do a shot of Malort. Throw your challenge back at us. Boom. We'll throw it over to them. So,
all right. That's it for this day in history. What do we got for the next thing?
It would be the Capone clip. The Capone clip. Good God, I can't talk.
All right.
We are back with the Capone cut. It's been a little bit of a break. I know you guys didn't do one last week.
No, we didn't do one.
But we are talking today about My Father Le Bijou 1922. This is a spicy, full-bodied, feels like a mob boss meeting cigar. So, and this one, we're being really nice with this one, and we're not even gonna go back and hit a Chicago thing, but this is gonna be paired. I think this is a good pairing. It's with a neat Scotch. Really, you want something that's neat, something a little bit, got a little bit of spice to complement it, but nothing too much.
Is that the 100 Años version?
The 1922, is that the 100 Años?
Well, they have the 1922, and then they have the 1922 100 Años edition.
I just went with the 1922, so it could be either one. And then we're giving this the Italian beef rating. Bold and satisfying, solid daily smoke, if you can afford it.
Yeah, the 100 Años is one of my favorites.
Nice. Yes. It's a good cigar. It's like, there's a, and we're moving up. Look at Sammy Flo. Sammy Flo, what's up, my brother?
Hey, Sammy.
Good to see you. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying this, and we'll develop this even more as we get into the winter time and give a little bit more background on some of these cigars as we're pulling them in. But that is our Capone cut for the night.
All right. What's next? Next is usually Teddy the Greek in the news.
Oh, the news? Yeah, and we've got some good news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news?
I don't have any breaking news.
We do. I do have a few things.
Yeah, there was a Black Label one that they announced today. Or
it wasn't Black Label. It was Blackwork Studio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let me pull that story up. As
it was like a neon tiger thing, or
the Tigersaurus.
Tigersaurus.
The Tigersaurus is the
scary.
Yeah. So here we go. Here, and we actually have this this press release over on our website. So tune into our website. But the Tigersaurus is a new limited edition that will begin shipping to select retailers next week. It'll be available in Europe later this month and features an Intertabac. It will be featured in Intertabac in Dortmund, Germany. This is a Corona Gorda, a 5.5 by 48, 15 count box. It's got the Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf, and Candela. It's got an Ecuadorian binder, Nicaraguan filler, and it's of course out of Nicaragua. So they say these cigars are an expression of art, showcasing the talent, technique, and tobacco of our boutique cigar factory, Fabrica Oveja Negra. So, yeah, that's a good. That'll be a good cigar. Like I said,
yeah. I had Neon Tigers when they had the event at Ultimate. That was pretty good. So if it's anything like that,
yeah.
Pennsylvania is one of the 3 wrappers in the barber pole. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Look at that. No, Sammy, don't give him any ideas. We'll lose them. Then I'm going to be stuck with Teddy the Greek.
Maybe that's our next episode. Marty reads a children's book.
Yeah, there we go. What was I going to say? I told you guys last week about the Oz family. I was just thinking of something else that was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, somebody mentioned, I think it was, what was his name? Oh my gosh. Eric. They announced this week the tickets went on sale this week for the Mega Herb.
Oh, yeah.
For Tatuaje. So if you're a member of the Saints and Sinners, you got an email. If you're not, find somebody next year to be a member of the Saints and Sinners, because I think this is going to be a repeat. But this is Pete's 50th birthday bash as well. Is that what they're sort of calling it? So
yep.
Those tickets went on sale. It's going to be held in South Carolina at Oyst Restaurant. I actually checked that out. It's a restaurant, so that's out there. Also announced this week, also over on our website, Aganorsa, of course. We need special music for Aganorsa. But Aganorsa announced a partnership with Gene Simmons Moneybag Soda. That's right.
Saw that, yeah.
Gene Simmons from Kiss has a soda line and Terrence has been working to get this taken care of. So Moneybag Soda, the bold and unapologetically flavored craft soda, and like I said, it's founded by Gene Simmons, co-founded by Gene Simmons. So the collaboration, this is going to happen at some events. So they're working on the details and getting everything all together, but they're going to have the sodas and the cigars, and they're going to pair them up. And this is supposed to be phenomenal. But at the same point, if you want to sort of get a head start, Moneybag Soda does direct ship. So you can go on their website and you can order a variety pack. It's like $35, which isn't really that bad. And you can get a variety pack and get it shipped to your house and try it out yourself. So that'll be awesome. I can't wait to try it and see how it goes. It's pretty cool to have a pairing or a partnership like that.
Yeah. And it's pretty cool because I think the idea for that came out of that whereby we do with the acolytes, right?
It does. Terrence asked us what we thought, and quite a few people said, yes, absolutely, go for it. And so he pushed on it, and he got it accomplished. So it's not to say Gene Simmons is going to appear at any Aganorsa events. Don't get that misguided direction or anything like that. But but that's a cool event. It's a cool idea. It's good to see cigars being paired with non-alcoholic beverages. And we all know root beer, cream soda is all great, which Moneybags has both of those lines of those flavors. So we'll see what happens. But I think that's really it. I didn't see anything else really groundbreaking that came across the wires.
Slow week.
Yeah. So, well, awesome. It's a great podcast. I'm glad you guys could join us. So it's my first one back in a week after recovering, and hopefully next week we will have something. We've got something in the makings. I think we're going to kick it off next week. We can talk about it. I guess I can sort of give everybody a teaser.
Sure. I don't even know what it is.
You don't even know about it. But we're going to be putting together our own Monopoly board, but cigar based. So this is actually going to be a couple weeks of running, but we're going to be calling it Cigaropoly. I know somebody else did something and actually released the board itself, the game itself, but we're going to sort of go around, and there's some parameters, and we're going to try to fill two sides of the four-sided board next week. But we encourage you to join us, give us your thoughts, your input, and what you think should be taking each side up. But we will be filling side one and side two.
So like if you play it,
yep,
you envision, what do you build instead of hotels? Do you build humidors?
I would actually build factories and I guess it wouldn't be a brand, but you'd build a factory and a warehouse. You go factory first and then warehouses. So instead of or I guess fields and factories, I guess would be the proper way to put it. You'd build a field first, and then once you're done building that, you'd make a factory, and that would be your, so that's my thought on it.
All right. Sounds interesting. Then once we do that, we'll play.
Yes, we'll play. It'll be a 12-hour show.
12-hour show.
We do have an upcoming guest. I will tell everybody we're going to have an upcoming guest at the end of September. The end of September, we'll have a guest, and then we'll actually have two guests. We'll actually have Tab Bamford, the beat writer for the Chicago Blackhawks, at the end of this month.
Great.
So before the start of Blackhawks season, so that'll be fun. But it's a great show. Appreciate everybody being here. We hit our 10 mark. I think we're going to end the show right here. So I will say good night, and Marty, close us out.
What did you say? Good night?
Good night, yeah. I'm telling you, that moonshine has hit the spot.
You've been dipping into the moonshine.
There we go.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week when we fill out the two sides of Cigaropoly. Don't miss it. Until then, enjoy your first weekend of NFL football and put some smoke in the air.